February 5th, and it's 8:01 here in Chicago. So, did you guys hear about the U.S. Postal Service? The U.S. Postal Service is not accepting any packages from China until further notice. Wow, that's a lot of people. A lot of people who gotta either get their money back or gotta wait and see what happens with their package. Can you imagine? A lot of places aren't gonna get their supplies. Most people are on social media talking about those little clothing stores like Temu and Shein, and they're worried about little shit like that. I'm thinking about these massive companies that rely on all kind of parts and all kind of, materials from China that they need to keep the company going. Forget about Shein and Temu. These big corporations are in trouble until the U.S. Postal Service figures it out. Unless they're not dealing with the U.S. Postal Service. Maybe they're getting it delivered, I don't know, DHL and FedEx and all of that. But if they are relying on the Postal Service, and now they got to go through these other like Chinese, these other services like DHL, FedEx, they're going to probably have to charge more. They're probably going to have to pay more, right? And you know who's going to have to pay the increase in shipping. So it's going to be interesting to see how this happens. Now, China, I know they do have their own little delivery services, but I don't know how that works. Like, I think China's little delivery services, they eventually have to go through the U.S. Postal Service, right? You can't just deliver something out of a service out of China. The government has to have some control. So I imagine even those things that get delivered through those little Chinese shipping services, they still got to go through U.S. Postal Service or some other American. I don't know. But this is going to be interesting. Yeah, don't worry about Shein and Temu and all of that. Worry about everybody else increasing their prices. And then when the U.S. Postal Service says, oh, never mind, psych, we were just playing, or whatever they say next, they're going to still keep those prices up, these companies. Maybe that's the plan, to get everybody to increase their prices. And then when the Postal Service announces, okay, they can do it, we can take Chinese packages again, how many of these companies are going to lower their prices again? Well, I guess that's really in our control too. Because if they don't bring the prices down, we just stop shopping there, I can see people feeling like, okay, we got to pay the increased price because, the shipping ain't the same. But pay attention. If this does happen, like everybody's raising their prices because of shipping issues or whatever, make sure those companies lower the prices back when the Postal Service allows Chinese shipping again. If they don't bring their prices back down, don't shop there. Because it might be a trick just to get the economy boosted by everybody raising their prices. And I'm probably missing more important things as a result of this, And for everyone who's saying, well, this is a good thing, we don't need China and this, that, and the other, maybe not. But everything has been built off of shipping out of China for decades, forever. So you can't just turn it off cold turkey like that. It gotta come in a process. You gotta build companies here that are making the same type of shit. You can't just cut off the only companies that are doing it cold turkey. And let's be honest, a lot of that bullshit comes out of China. Ain't no companies here really doing it. Or they're charging like 10 times as much. I don't know. I'm just rambling. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comment section. But this is about to be something else. I'm just going to sit back. Well, I was going to say I'm just going to sit back and watch. But I might sit back and lose my job. You never know how things are going to happen as a result to this. You know, you never know. We'll see. Oh my God, I just thought of something else. All these entrepreneurs, all of these independent people who got their own shit going, their own companies going, but most of their materials, most of what they got come out of China. Oh my God, they are fucked. They are fucked because a lot of people, they actually make a killing selling things like wigs and all kind of cosmetics. Cosmetics do come out of China, a lot of them. That's how you get a lot of them for really, really cheap. Wigs, cosmetics, and clothing. So many entrepreneurs, like regular everyday people, making a real strong living out of products out of China. What are they going to do? Because I remember, we're going back like 8 years ago, I was thinking about doing that. And there's this big event every year, I believe. I think it's twice a year. I hate that I can't remember the name of the event. But there's this big event, I think twice a year in China, where you go to China and you check out some of their best made products. Their leather products, and all kind of like just high quality technology. It's a really nice looking place too. I think it was called Grand Market. And because I actually told somebody about that. And you look at all of their products that are very, very high quality, and you can make relationships with sellers there, with people who do the wholesale, and then you get your wholesale directly from those people. Those people are going to be fucked up. Wow. You see how things can just change overnight, just overnight. That's why it's so important to stack up your money. You never know how things are going to go. I'm thinking about all these self-made millionaires who all of their inventory comes out of China, all of it, because it's still pretty cheap. I mean, even China has gotten more expensive, but they're still pretty cheap, relatively speaking. Wow. This is going to be interesting. And I don't mean that in a I'm happy to see it happen way. Nobody can afford to have their life turned upside down like that. But I'm thinking of all the people I see on Instagram and TikTok. These are millionaires who have their own businesses. You can tell by looking at the shit. I mean, the shit looks really nice, don't get me wrong, but they're getting that shit right from China. That's how they're getting such a big profit. Wow. Tell me what you think, and tell me other things that are affected that you that I missed, okay? All right. Have a good day, everyone.